today. Canada. It's week 1 on EA Sports. It's the Toronto Thunderbirds taking on the Columbus Aviators.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Toronto. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. No! So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Hobbs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. So that one will be accepted. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. To throw on 3rd down. Matthews. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And there's a work of art right there, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run on first down. Hobbs. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some.
I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
He's going to use his legs here.
He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
Week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Hobbs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. Hobbs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
A nice throw right there. And these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Matthews.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Throwing on 1st down. Matthews. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Off play action. Matthews.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
And to give this time to the tailback. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st down, Matthews. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40. On 2nd down, rushing. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Matthews firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and 2, Matthews. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Matthews. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Matthews. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
steps away. And the ball is knocked out. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
7 yards, the pickup there. To throw on second down, Matthews. Pressure comes and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Matthews. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw. Eluding the press. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Thunderbirds add 6 to their lead.
We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw. Matthews. And this will be incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Matthews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw again.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Matthews. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? the spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews, he finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now heading back out there, here's the defense. And we watch now how effective they've been, how disruptive they've been in the backfield.
And what's been so difficult for the offense is that you know that they spent all week rehearsing these things, working on blitz pickups, protections, knowing where the pressure is likely to come from. They've read the scouting reports. They've watched the tape. But sometimes, under pressure, that coordination breaks down, and I think that's what we're seeing here.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because, as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He's going to try and take off with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now a give right side. Hobbs. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll run on 1st down. Rushing. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And this is going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. On 1st down, Hobbs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Unbelievable.
Back to throw. Matthews. A little juke.
That's complete to his running back, Carter.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. It's Carter. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. Matthews.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
43 yards on the punt. Return of 4.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Hobbs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down. Matthews. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Matthews.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Matthews. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Matthews. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though cause.
From the gun on third down, Matthews under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hobbs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. End up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And on now is the punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
On 1st down, Matthews.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Matthews. And a quick throw here that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carter. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Matthews. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Matthews. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Matthews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Aviators are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, Hobbs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Operating from the gun, Matthews.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Matthews. He's got his man Cruz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, Matthews. High throw, but he makes the catch. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to throw. Matthews.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Matthews. He shakes him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Columbus, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.